everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Patriots going up against the Browns.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wild card matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. A spin. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. That'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Looking to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a carry for White. White's got a first down and more. Cuts right. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 52 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll look to throw. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
When Cody Kessler was drafted, many people thought it was a surprise that he went in the third round. They thought he would go later. But when he came out, the man who selected him told the rest of the world, trust me, this guy can play.
Now Kessler over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From midfield, here's Kessler. Completes it right side to Britt. A good pickup there at 22.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, here's Kessler. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play. Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
So we hit the quarter break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Let's go! Blue landing!
Throwing is Kessler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Rivers coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Kessler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go up.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Derek Rivers in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Second down, Washington. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This one away. This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. And the Browns will take over. 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've got multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Kessler now on 1st down. Brought in by Walford, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Kessler. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Kessler. Coleman has it here right side. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end. You've got the wing back. You might have the guy out of the backfield. Well, they executed that well. They really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up with all the highlights from the first half. The Browns have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Patriots won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Patriots opening the game on offense. Quick pass and completion to Cooks. And this play will go for 6 as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now to the middle of the first. Johnson's looking for room to run, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown, as that evens the score at 7-7. Patriots with it now early in the second. Gronkowski will make a catch coming across the middle, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 46-yard line. Sticking with the same drive. Here the catch is made way downfield, and after the long pass, he'll score.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go to Johnson again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, "No indecision on 3rd and 1." And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go play action with Kessler. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a handoff, Johnson, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go now, Patriots!
Working from the gun, Kessler. He finds Coleman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go now! Boom, landed!
Now Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And a fast footwork by White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw here. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Howard Wilson. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great
rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He's going to fire one, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And now running right through it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now it's Kessler. And that's complete to Walford. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 now. Kessler once more. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Kessler now on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Washington, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Completes it to Moncrief left side. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there. And that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back.
And guy's man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking to pass, Kessler. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Kessler. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Over.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 39.
Johnson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
He'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's back to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. So So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They go play action here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got some